Hello, this is topic 6-7, factoring completely again. So we're just going to continue with factoring and to factor completely, which means first I'm going to look and see if there are any common factors. Well, here I can divide everything by 3x. So when I divide by 3x, that means I need to put it over here. And 3x cubed divided by 3x is just x squared minus 5x plus 9. And then I need to see if this will factor. So I start up with my box. I have x squared and 9. My product and sum, my product would be 9x squared. My sum would be a negative 5x. Well, 9 is just 1 and 9, 3 and 3, and none of that gives me negative 5. So that means that this is as simple as it gets, and so I just copy this over here, and that's where I get my answer. Now for the second one, I'm looking at this and I see two terms, so I'm thinking maybe it is a difference of squares. But 20 is not a perfect square, so I need to find something that I can divide this by, and I can divide both of these by 5, which means I start off with a 5 over here. 20 divided by 5 would be 4x squared. 45 divided by 5 is 9. Well, the square root of 4 equals 2. The square root of 9 equals 3. So that means that this is 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. And so all of this just moves up to here. 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. Notice that it's very important that whatever you divide by, you need to make sure you go ahead and put that on the answer blank so that you don't forget it. It's really easy to get to here, write this down, and forget that you had to start off by dividing by 5. Moving on to example number 3, I'm looking at all this, and all of this will divide by 4. Well, 12 divided by 4 is just 3. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so I'm just going to go ahead and write the letter A. 8 divided by 4 is 2. I have a trinomial, so I'm going to see if it will factor into the box. 3a squared negative 2. Product and sum, well, product. 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6a squared. We want a negative 1a. We'll have to know that 2 and 3, if the 3 is negative, we'll add up to negative 1 and multiply to negative 6. So that means this is 2a and negative 3a. So 3a has to go here, a has to go here. A times 2 gives me 2a. 3a times a negative 1 gives me a negative 3a. And so this is 3a plus 2 and a minus 1. Moving on to our next example. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking maybe a difference of squares. Well, 81 is a perfect square. 49 is also a perfect square. Well, the square root of 81 is 9. The square root of 49 is 7. And so this is just 9b plus 7 and 9b minus 7. Simple difference of squares. Number 5, I don't like when my first coefficient is negative. So I know that I can go ahead and divide all of these by a negative 7x. Well, that gives me 2x squared minus 3. This is not a difference of squares. Okay? 2 is not a perfect square. And so not a perfect square, so my negative 7x that came from here goes there. And my 2x minus 3, 2x squared minus 3 goes over here. And that's as simple as I can do that one. And now for our last example, I'm looking at this and I go, well, 11 doesn't divide by 2, and so I can't divide by anything else, meaning that this is just ready for me to attempt to do the box method. So this is 12a squared and 2 with a product of 24a squared and a sum of 11. Well, 24 would be 8 and 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 plus 3 is 11. Everything is positive, so this is just 8a and 3a. And now I got to figure out, well, how in the world can I get the 12? Well, 12 is 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. Well, 12 will neither get me 8 nor 3. 6 will give me neither 8 nor 3. But 4 can give me 8 and 3 can give me 3. So this must be 4a and 3a. Well, 4a times 2 is 8a, and 3a times 1 is 3a, and 1 times 2 is 2. Now, I could have started with this 2 over here and said, well, 2 and 1 will get me 2, and 2 will get me 8, and worked it backwards from there. Really your choice. You want to make sure that you find what has to go on the outside to fill the inside of the box. And what goes on the outside is 3a plus 2 and 4a plus 1. And so that is the answer for factoring completely. Good luck on your assignment. Have a good day.